Welcome to episode number 105 of the Chris Rose Rotation, a production of John Boy Media, and today presented to you by friends over at SeatGeek. And we would like to welcome back to the rotation from the Chicago White Sox in his brand new apartment in Chicago, Lucas Giolito. So is this the same building as last year, just a different apartment?
Yep, I've been in the same building, which I won't say, for 4 years now. Just moved up a few floors this time. Got a little bit more space this time around. Got a very nice view of the lake here.
Yeah,
through this window.
Well, that's what arbitration years will do. You just keep moving up until you can buy the whole building when you hit free agency.
Yeah, maybe.
Just saying. Okay. Let's start with, since it's called the Windy City, we are taping this the day after. I cannot remember a team that struggled with the wind as much as the Seattle Mariners did on Thursday. That was unbelievable. It was like Little League when you tell your kids, hey, you don't know if the outfielder is going to catch the ball. Remember, they're 7 years old. But this was the case of major leaguers having a battle, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was impossible. The wind was so crazy, like it was pushing up against the right side of our stadium, like the entire game, and making this like horrible, eerie noise, like for 3 hours straight. Like it was crazy. I mean, as soon as it went up in the air, it was pretty much guaranteed that it was going to swirl around and someone would be on base. That's the only way we scored yesterday.
I know.
Gilbert, right? That's who started for them.
Yeah. Gilbert.
He was good, man.
Yeah, he was good. Yeah, they got some good young players. There's no question about that team. It was funny because I forget who your third baseman was at the end who battled the win, but ended up catching the pop-up.
Berger.
Yeah, Berger. And then he ends up, celebrating with the crowd. I thought that was great. Very, very good. That was funny.
Yeah, it's been an interesting start to the year. There it is. Yeah, I can't believe that he caught it. The ball was doing crazy. Well, maybe that pop-up didn't go as high.
Yeah.
The ones we hit in that one span at the bottom of that inning they were like major league pop-ups in the infield. They're caught 99.9% of the time, despite being pretty high, but it was just going all over the place.
Yeah, it was crazy. All right, so let's get going. How are you feeling? Do you need me to rub your tummy?
No, I've been getting enough of that. Actually, I have a rash. I have a rash on my stomach from like the trainers, PT, all that kind of stuff, like rubbing on it, I guess, with the massage stuff. I don't know. Rock rub. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Probably not.
We're getting into areas I am not familiar with.
So yeah, I guess it's, my arm used to that getting rubbed on my back, but the lower left abdomen, no. So now that's all rashed up.
How close to home are we talking here? You know what I mean?
I feel very good. It's one of those things where it was like a freak kind of injury. It's actually an injury that happens to tennis players, not baseball players, really.
Oh, okay, Nadal.
So like you think about like serving a tennis ball, and that up, like, they get that here.
Hey, don't hurt yourself on this show, please.
I'm not. No, okay. I'm telling you, Chris, I'm good, man. I am good. It's this like motion. I was losing a lot of balls up. I guess like getting acclimated to cold weather pitching again, and like really having to like get over the baseball when your fingers are cold and kind of like slip out on you. Changeups were slipping out on me a lot in that first game. And so I was really thinking about like getting over the ball as the game progressed, like especially with my change, we get over it, get on top of it. And I don't know if on like one of them, I was just overdid it a little bit with my trunk, but I got this tennis player injury. And the team is being, cautious and conservative, which is understandable. But tomorrow I will be off of the mound for the first time.
Oh.
I played long toss out to like 250, 300 feet yesterday. Like I feel damn near 100% right now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So you'll be back in the rotation.
I'm hoping very soon.
What does that mean? Is that like a week? You don't have to go down and make a start, do you?
No. There will be no rehab starts or anything like that. Oh my God. No. Get me back out there.
You made it sound like I said you have to go to the proctologist 3 times this week. Is it really that bad to make a rehab start?
You know what? I don't think I've ever done it. I'm thinking never done it. So I don't know. I have been in the minor leagues. I've been in the minor leagues when major leaguers have come down and made rehab starts.
Yeah.
And that's always the best because they'll buy a very nice spread for the team.
Yeah. Okay, I see. So this is financially induced thinking. I'm with you. Who came down when you were like a minor leaguer? There had to have been some guy, whether it was in Washington or right.
There's been a lot. Let me think.
Oh wait. Well, first of all, I know this one, Strasburg. That guy usually he has to rent space for a minor league rehab start. But well, hold on.
Just gonna take digs at Strass here.
No. All I'm saying is that the guy's had injuries over the years, so he definitely.
You leaned into it. You're like, oh, he's got to rent space. He has to have a locker at each affiliate.
Asshole. That was mean. I didn't say that. You said each affiliate. Although I should have thought about that because that would have been funnier.
I think oddly enough, I've never been on a minor league team that Steven Strasburg had to come down and do a rehab start for. But the ones that come to mind are Zimmerman.
Good dude.
Denard Span.
Love Span.
Yeah, he was awesome. Who else?
Rendon? Probably not.
I don't think so. When I was in AAA, James Shields.
Oh, it's a good one. Another SoCal guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all right.
There's been a few more, but memory ain't good.
Hey, quick reminder that today's episode of the Rose Rotation presented to you by our friends over at SeatGeek. So what I want you to do is grab your phone right now and go download the SeatGeek app. You can get tickets to watch Lucas Giolito if you're a huge White Sox fan or just a huge Lucas Giolito fan or just a huge baseball fan. Maybe you want to see him pitch. Maybe you want to check out your favorite team. Maybe you want to check out one of your favorite players from some other team. Let SeatGeek do all the heavy lifting for you. It's that simple. Go download the app. And you can get, tickets not only to baseball games, but the NBA playoffs are underway. NHL postseason is right in the thick of things as well. You want to go to a concert? Go do that as well. Now, here's one of the things I love about SeatGeek is that they rank every seat on a scale of 0 to 10, which means they want to figure out whether you're getting a good deal or a bad deal. And it's also color-coded, right? If there's a little red tab there, that means the seat's probably not that great. Green, it means go for it. So once again, red, pass. Green, let's go for it. It is that simple. So not only do I want you to get great seats to a game, I want you to save money as well. So go to SeatGeek right now and use the code word ROSE, and you're going to get $20 off tickets over at SeatGeek. So that's really cool. Go to your favorite event, maybe a concert, save $20 when you use the code word ROSE, and you never know. You might end up sitting next to me, courtesy of SeatGeek. Of course, if you're sitting next to me, that means it's probably been red tagged. You won't be facing the Detroit Tigers anytime soon when you come back. You played them the opening series, and then you'll see them again in, I don't know, a month or two. So Miggy will have gotten his 3,000th hit by then. Would you have liked to have been a part of history? Like, could you live with that? Like David Price, one of the things is he gave up Derek Jeter's 3,000th hit. And, I think it bothered him a little bit at first, but now it doesn't.
I don't care. I'd be honored. Like, as long as it's not like a hit that ruins my day.
Yeah, changes the game.
If it like changes the game, then I'm gonna be like upset that I gave up that hit. I didn't execute this pitch or whatever. But if I face the Tigers and let's say that Miggy still doesn't have it, right? He's at like what 2,999
for like 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. This is completely hypothetical.
Yes.
His hands are too good, man. Like still too good. He'll just be like boop, just a little one of these to right field.
Mm-hmm.
If I was facing him and it was like 2,999, I would definitely like challenge him. I'm not like going to be pitching around him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to gift wrap anything ever. I'm not going to, throw a cookie in there. Right. But I think it would be cool to be a part of history. Now, if there's like runners in scoring position, I'm throwing the kitchen sink at him and, sticking to game plan to try and get him out. But if it's like the 6th inning and there's nobody on and 2 outs,
go for it.
Yeah.
I'll see you in Cooperstown.
Yeah. Or at least see if he can hit like, something I feel really good about, like a nice heater, something like that.
Fair enough.
But he's awesome, man. Like every time we play the Tigers, it's cool seeing him. He's super friendly and super like kind.
Yeah.
Like you can see it all the time.
He loves the game, man. Mm-hmm. I love it that, at his age, he still loves the game. And I think he's probably been re-energized because they've got some good young talent over there. So it'll be interesting to see how they go from here. I imagine that you have an opinion on Clayton Kershaw, 7 perfect innings in his debut as a starting pitcher. Did it make you want to puke that he came out?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like it. If it's a no hitter, I get it. But come on, perfect game. And he was on a good pace too. How many pitches? 80? 80 pitches through 7.
First start of the year.
Fuck it. You go. Fuck
Injured
it.
Last year. Barely built up this year. Didn't pick up a baseball till January. He pitched a 5-inning sim game in spring training, and that was pretty much it. Now do you change your mind?
He got built up to 5 innings in spring.
5-inning sim game.
You gotta, there's only so many chances at history. Like, that's the way I see it. Now, I'm not a coach and I'm not a medical expert, right? I'm a pitcher. But there's only so many chances at history. He's already thrown a perfect game, right?
No, he's thrown a no-hitter, but there was a Hanley Ramirez error, and that was the only blemish. I mean, it was as perfect a no-hitter as could be.
Yeah. So he doesn't have a perfect game yet. He's on an amazing pace. Like
Can we just cut to the chase? You just say, fuck it. If you're coming back from an injury, you would have looked at Tony La Russa and you would have said, hey, man, I'm not coming out. Right?
Yeah. At the end of the day, like they can't. Well, that might be the situation where like I'm running out on the field despite whatever they're saying. You know what I mean? And they have to like literally come and drag me, like the whole like, oh, you're gonna have to drag me off the field. Like legitimately, they would have to like get security to come and take me off the mound.
Did you guys talk about that the next day in the clubhouse? Was there discussion at all?
We were talking about it like while it was going on. Yeah. There's only so many chances at history. You know, a lot of no hitters have been thrown, but like you look at the perfect game ratio to that, like if it was a no hitter, it's like I've already got Clayton's like, I already got a no hitter. Whatever, take me out, all good. But perfect game on such a good pace with 13 strikeouts already. 13. That is so crazy. He could have had the highest game score ever. Like if he had gone 2 more 6 up, 6 down with like 3 or 4 more strikeouts, maybe the highest game score ever. I think Kerry Wood is the highest game score, the 21 strikeout game.
20 strikeout against the Astros.
Maybe he wouldn't beat that. But I'm telling you, like, that's great, like super history he could have made. It just sucks to see, you don't get to just like at least see him try with like a relatively reasonable pitch count for 7 innings. Would probably end up getting to 110, maybe. But that's the thing. As soon as he loses a perfect game, even if he walks a guy or hits a guy and it turns into a no-hitter, cool, get him out of there. Okay. So you're at any point like just one pitch away from being done. Base hit to get rid of it all, or the walk or hit batter. At the same time, though, we don't know the full story. We'll never know the full story. Like, how was he feeling?
I mean, listen, physically. He said he felt fine. And I heard an interview with him yesterday during the game. And he was like, yeah, I had another night to sleep on it. And I think it bothers him more now than it did at the time, which might sound weird. That's the way I'm reading into it. I could be wrong here.
Like at the time, he was just kind of like in the zone and, oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. We got to follow the protocol here. We don't want to risk anything. Here's the ball. Wow. I just had a hell of a game, 7 innings, 13 punchies. And then hold on. I was 6 outs away at 80 pitches. Dude, that one just hurts a little bit for me. It really does. It really, really does. I don't know.
Wow. It's okay. Have you ever convinced a manager to stay in the game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think maybe a couple times. I don't remember specifically. I wish I did.
But how does a conversation like that go? I mean, he's coming out obviously to take you out. And what do you say? Listen, I'm still good. Like, I feel great. I think my shit's still good. Is that how the conversation goes?
Oh, are you talking about like in the dugout or on the mound?
Either one, where you felt like the manager was there to take you out of the game. And
I don't know if I ever did on the mound. I think a lot of the time there's been times where the manager, so I'm talking about Tony and Ricky over the last few years, will walk out there to kind of like light a fire under your ass a little bit, like make you think maybe you're coming out, but then they come out there and it's like, all right, so what do we got? And now it's your turn to just be like, I have this guy, like I'm the best pitcher you got right here. I still feel good. I'm going to execute these pitches. We're going to get out of this. And then hopefully you do it. Because if you don't, you look like an asshole.
I love that.
So, sometimes I think the manager coming out, it's like a symbolic thing almost, of like trying to get his starter to like dig deep for that last little bit. Unless they're coming out with the pitching change in mind, in which case, like, they're going to do their hand motion as they're walking.
Yeah.
But there's no hand motion. Like, now you're seeing, okay, it's kind of fair game to plead my case here. And generally that's what I believe they're trying to do. It's like psychological, like get you to lock in, because it means more than the pitching coach coming out.
Got it. Okay. All right. Yes, the baseball season, it is in full swing, and we want you to get into full swing as well. Not in the batter's box, but the bedroom. Now, here's the deal. Did you know that more than half the men between the ages of 40 and 70 deal with some form of erectile dysfunction? Nothing to be embarrassed about. It happens to a lot of people. Now, the question is, do you want to sit and sulk in the corner of your bedroom, or do you want to get back in the action? I say make choice B. Get back in the action, and you can thanks to GetRoman.com. In fact, if you go to GetRoman.com/Rose, you get a chance to speak to a U.S. licensed healthcare professional and get $15 off your first month of treatment. Now, here's the cool thing. All you have to do is pick up the phone, and as I said, you speak to a U.S. licensed healthcare professional about what is going on. Then you figure out a game plan. If you need medication, it gets sent free of charge within a couple of days straight to your home. So if you're a little embarrassed, you don't have to go to the doctor's office. You don't have to go to the pharmacy. You get to deal with this in the privacy of your own home, and you get the problem taken care of. It is that simple. Once again, GetRoman.com/Rose. Speak to a U.S. licensed healthcare professional about what's going on. Figure out a form of treatment, and you get $15 off your first month of treatment. Believe me, you'll be smiling at the end of the day. Have you used PitchCom yet?
Yeah, I love PitchCom.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about it. What does it sound like?
It's like a male robot voice, like male Siri. No accent.
Fastball.
Yeah.
Change up.
Yeah. So catcher has this thing
right
on their wrist.
Yep.
Or wherever they keep it. I saw the Mariners, I think they were using PitchCom, but the catcher was like keeping it somewhere else on his body, because that's the one thing now is, okay, sign stealing, right, was the old wave.
Right.
The new wave is button stealing.
What the hell is button stealing?
Seeing where the catcher's pushing buttons and learning what that means. Yeah. Because, like, imagine if you're catching and you have this thing on your wrist and you're just going like over and over, right? The same ones. And you're broadcasting it out, like, they're going to start relaying. They're going to know. So you have to have, the catcher has to hide it, like, do it like close, and then like kind of like hide it with their hand while they're doing it, and use different fingers. But yeah, I like it a lot. I feel like for me, it can help with the pace going up. I always thought that I worked relatively fast until I looked on Baseball Savant, and like I looked at like the time in between pitches, like on average, and I was like in the slow category, very much in the slow category.
Oh God.
So
Giolito. The guys I dread. You're one of the guys I dread. Let's pick up the pace.
I know. I feel the same way. I want to. So it's awesome. The first, we use it. Yaz and I use it in my first spring training outing against the Brewers. It was like 3 innings against the Brewers. And I remember going out there, and I'm pumped up. It's my first time facing guys and everything. And I throw my last warm-up pitch. Ball's going around. I get the ball back from Yo. I think Yo was playing third. Get the ball back. And as I'm like walking onto the mound, I hear fastball up middle. Like I'm not even on the mound yet. And I'm like, yeah. And then I get on the mound and it's like, okay, cool. I can just throw right now. And I yank it. And then like, it throws me the ball back. And I'm like turning, I'm like going, kind of like doing my little thing before I even like get on the mound and get set. Slider down away. And it's like, ooh, hell yeah, this is cool. Like I can get the pitch before I even get on the mound, and pitches I didn't like, he would send it to me, and I would just like, I'd be like looking over here, and like he'd send it to me, I'd shake my head, and he'd send me another one. Like I'm not even, we're not even like doing this part yet. So,
oh my God,
able to just like go through stuff quickly and efficiently. I think the one area where it can get a little more difficult is with runners on base. It's like if you're, it takes a little bit longer, I think, than signs to give multiple, if that makes sense. So like you're on the mound and you're in the stretch. There's runners on base. And you hear fastball away. Then you have to wait for him to press two buttons. Slider down away. No. Curveball. No. That's it. Like it's always going to be a time. Like the hitter's going to call time. Like if you don't get it in the first couple, whereas with signs, sometimes you can fire them off quickly and get to the one you want, even if it takes like two, three, four.
Yeah.
But overall, I like it. I think it makes things a lot more simple, makes my job more simple as far as now I don't have to have like 6 sign sets memorized for runners on second and cycling between them and making sure that I'm deciphering right. Because when you cross up a catcher, it can be dangerous. You don't want to throw a heater when he's expecting a curveball or anything like that. You can hurt a guy. And so like, there's no longer, you're not going to cross anyone up. Like you hear the sign. So overall, I am a big fan. I think that, the technology will only get better with time too, but I feel like it's already in a pretty good spot.
Good. Yeah. Do you like the voice, or would you like to hear like a celebrity? Like I've heard a lot of Morgan Freeman should be doing this sort of stuff.
Yeah, Liam was on that. He was saying he wants Morgan Freeman, and Liam wants to change his to, instead of like fastball, he wants the word to be doors. And instead of slider, he wants something else. Instead of curveball, he wants something else.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah. So I don't really care. I'm trying to think if there were a celebrity I'd want.
How about this?
I think Samuel L. Jackson's up there for me.
Oh, throw the pitch up and away, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Like a little energy on it.
Yes. Oh, I'm in on that, right?
Yeah. You know what? I might be able to get him to do that.
Uh-oh. Are we combining your celebrity acting world with your baseball world now?
My dad played golf with Sam like for a while.
So a gazillion people. Like, is this like, this is like your dad's name's Rick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is like legit. Like, is Rick in Samuel L. Jackson's cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then you have to do this.
Yeah. I don't know though. I don't know if MLB would like it though. And also I don't know how we would like program that in. So Sam would have to go to like a sound stage or like a something.
He's got one of those in his house. Stop.
Okay. So he'd have to do that, and then he'd have to say all the pitches and their locations with his own twist, which is fine. I think he'd be willing to do it. It'd be pretty funny.
How would you not break into laughter, though? Seriously, right? Curveball, motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I'd be locked in. That'd be awesome.
What about if your wife did it? I love you. Fastball up and away. Not the same.
No. Ari wouldn't want to do that. She wouldn't want to do that.
How about your mom? Honey, slider, blown away, packed you lunch.
No.
No.
Why are you trying to bring like family into all this? It's different. I'm trying to be like hard out there,
All right, I'm in. Did you know that so we're taping this on a Friday. Did you know that tomorrow is Liam Hendriks bobblehead day?
Yes, he told me yesterday.
Did he give you one?
We'll all get one.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get one. It was really funny. He was upset when he saw the mock-up of it in spring. He didn't like a few of the things about it. I don't remember if his beard color was wrong.
Oh gosh.
And it was the uniform. He said he's never worn that uniform, he said. Like, I guess, so the games that we've played in that uniform, he's never played in.
Oh, he never pitched in the South Side uniform?
I don't know. Maybe he never got a chance. We got to break the curse with the South Side uniform this year, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know you guys have not done well in those.
I don't think we won a single game in those.
Oh my God. All right. Well, good. I'll make sure that when you're playing Cleveland that you wear those every time. Thank you. And that you don't pitch.
The Guardians are an offensive juggernaut right now. How about that?
I know. You're probably thinking, Rose, you moron. You always get on me about how they have nobody in their lineup. And I will give you credit. You were the first guy on Stephen Kwan.
I wasn't, but thank you. Everybody knew he was really good. Yeah, because everyone was talking about how good he is.
Yeah, he's got a really good eye. I mean, to go, 126 without swinging and missing?
It's like video games, man. I don't know. I've faced Major League pitching. I don't know how you go up there and not swing and miss for like a while. That's insane.
By the way, I want to get back to the Liam Hendriks bobblehead.
Okay.
I wish, because I've got a few of the bobbleheads around here. I know my batteries have died, but they actually talk. And so
it's creepy.
There's a special Liam Hendriks one where every kid 12 and under should get something that sounds like this. Ah, fuck shit. God damn it. Don't you think?
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I mean, if you want to talk about growing the game, right? They get to just swear whenever they want. They don't exactly throw location they want.
God, fucking shit. God damn.
I'm on to something. I'm just telling you.
He needs like a little, he does need a toy that swears. I think it would do well.
Oh God, are you kidding me? It would sell out in Chicago. Yeah. You guys signed Johnny Cueto to a deal. Obviously, you're hurt for a short time.
I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt anymore.
Okay. You're not hurt anymore.
I'm not hurt anymore. I'm just waiting to come back.
Right. It doesn't write out as well, but yes, you're right. Lance Lynn is hurt and is going to be out for a little while.
He's doing very well.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
Good to hear. So you signed Johnny Cueto, which I thought was kind of cool. Have you seen him around? He's out in Arizona, isn't he?
I believe he's still in Arizona.
Yeah.
Getting into like game shape or getting ready, building up innings, maybe. I don't know.
Right. I've heard good things about him. Fun.
Me too.
If he does come up to the big league team, which I hope at some point he does, will you please have him teach you the shimmy shake? You can use that in your repertoire.
Dude, I can't balance like that. It's so cool though.
How does somebody do
if
that?
I tried to do that, I would throw the worst pitch ever.
It would end up like 50 Cent. Just directly left. We're looking at video for people that are wondering.
It's mesmerizing.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. He can just sit on that back leg like that. It's cool.
But how does somebody do that and then still throw like 95 or whatever when he used to back in the day?
Because he's just locked in on his backside. And he still drives. Like, it doesn't affect his drive.
But isn't it almost like a guy's... I mean, I don't understand pitching mechanics anyway, because if you've seen me throw baseball, you get that part of it. But it's almost like he comes to a stop on his back leg and he's just starting from there. Right? He's
not though, because like he's like kind of leaning back. He's like leaning back while like he's like gripping the ground and he's super into his back. Yeah. So he's not like stopping. He's doing a little coil, right? Like think Robbie Ray's mechanics. That big coil he does. So he's essentially, Cueto is like doing a slow coil to where, and then like he adds in the shoulders thing. That's the shoulders things is what gets me, because he's doing this and his core, your core's got to be locked in. I'm telling you, I would lose my balance so quick trying to do that with like the adrenaline of being in a game and trying to make a pitch.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
It's awesome. You probably haven't spent much time in your apartment, right? Because you guys went right from spring training to Detroit for the opening week, right?
Decent amount of time here so far, a few days.
Yeah, but did you just like step foot in your new apartment when you got back from the road trip? I mean, you didn't make a trip back to Chicago for anything, right?
No, yeah, we went straight to Detroit from Arizona.
So how's all that shit getting your apartment?
What shit?
Like your couch behind you, like your lamp?
It's all rental furniture.
Oh, you did the old furnished apartment trick.
Yes. I don't own any of my any stuff here.
Okay, well, that limits you then. You cannot sit on the couch in your underwear. That's a major problem for me.
Yes, I can.
What?
What are you talking about?
Oh, come on.
What are you talking about?
That's somebody else's couch.
It's Court Furniture Rentals couch. It's a furniture rental company.
I'm not so sure I would feel comfortable sitting in my drawers on somebody else's couch.
Are you like a germ freak?
No, I'm not Howie Mandel. But I mean, I do sit around like when I go to a hotel, there are certain areas I won't do stuff. And the wife and I did just celebrate our 25th wedding anniversary.
Wow, congratulations.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a nice time. Boy, oh boy, were we drunk. Oh, man. It was a good time.
Yeah, out in Mexico?
Yeah. Fun. Good spot. So all that stuff is not yours. Okay. Do you have like pictures or anything that?
No, it's really sad.
So it's like a real bachelor pad.
It's like all the walls are white, as you can see.
Yeah.
And it's just white walls, just nothing on them.
Should I send the picture that we all took with the John Boy Media guys? Like a big poster to just make you feel better?
I thought that the like rental included, I don't know. I can always get more stuff, but I don't know, just like a little something to put on the walls, a little color.
Right. A little something. When is your wonderful bride coming to visit?
I don't know. She graduates May 27th.
Okay. Big day.
And I get to go, which is cool because it's an off day.
It's awesome.
And then she has like a couple weeks off, and then she starts her intern year, San Diego Humane Society. So she might be able to come out for a little bit in that little period of time. But at the same time, it's like she's got to move down all the way to San Diego. We're currently like on the hunt for a lease out there. It's been pretty crazy.
Well, if she needs help moving furniture, remember my oldest son lives in San Diego. He's 21. He's not very strong, but he's a nice kid. He will help with the furniture.
Thank you.
I have volunteered him.
We're thinking about just throwing away all of the furniture and stuff we have in our current house and starting over.
I mean, really? Is this what the Giolitos do? Is this a family tradition? We just rent furniture wherever we go?
It's just tough because we live like this nomadic lifestyle where there's no real, well, we've had like a home base in our house in Davis for the last like 4 years. Right. And then that's going to be done. So, we have a lot of like stuff in this house that we don't necessarily want to keep long term, like furniture that our cats have scratched up and like old stuff. So it's like, what do we do? When we're in San Diego, we're not buying a house there. We're there for 1 year. We're renting something. It's like, do we rent an apartment, rent a house? Do we buy new furniture? Do we try and just move what we have? Do we rent for it's a lot of decisions here. Yeah.
So where have you guys decided where home base is going to be, or is it really contingent on where she lands?
We're
both of you.
Yeah. It's contingent on where both of us land long term. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to pry, but nothing new on the contract front.
No, do we talk about the arbitration thing or no?
No, but I mean, you came to an agreement.
Yeah. I mean, it went from being, very frustrating and upsetting and a bunch of, negative feelings. Just not like necessarily at the team per se, but at like the business of baseball and just how annoying and brutal it can be sometimes, to then just a really, really good line of communication with the front office. And then with Jerry, had a great conversation with him.
You talked to the boss man?
Yeah.
About this?
Yeah.
Isn't that a little uncomfortable?
No.
Huh.
I think we all collectively thought, I'm not going to take credit, that the whole back and forth, because it was, I speak with my agent, and then my agent will speak to the front office guys, and then I speak to the front office guys, speak to Jerry. They come back, they'll speak to me and speak to my agent. It's like, there's a lot of layers here. Like, let's just go, me, Jerry, like, let's talk this out a little bit. I felt like I needed to just convey kind of my like principles of the matter and kind of where I stood. And he did as well. And there's a lot of mutual respect there. Like, it was a great conversation. I think that's where I'll leave it at. Mm-hmm. And it was cool to like get to know Jerry a little bit. Like, we didn't just talk about that. He's had a very interesting life. So, yeah, had a nice convo, and then we got the thing done a few days later. So
that's nice.
Yeah.
I forgot. I haven't looked it up recently. You have 2 more years after this, or is it 1 more after this?
1 more after this year.
Yeah. This is your 2nd year of arbitration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Good. It's good.
And I made it clear to pretty much everyone at this point that I love playing for this team. This, I've told you, like, that I this team gave me an opportunity like early in my career when I needed to figure things out. And for that, like, I'll forever be grateful, because I don't know if another team would have done what the White Sox did for me, and in letting me struggle at the big league level for like a full year straight, and be able to learn and grow from that failure, instead of just being like, all right, you're not good, you need to go to AAA. You know what I mean? Because that's generally how it goes. So they gave me an amazing opportunity. And, for that, I'll always be grateful. And for that, I have a lot of loyalty to this team. So I made it very clear, like, I'd love to stay here long term. It's just got to be fair.
Yeah. If that's what you want, I wish you luck with it. And by the way, that's a lesson to other teams. Maybe we shouldn't look at that as the exception with what the White Sox did. Maybe people should let you fail on the biggest stage, because it's made you better. It's made you one of the most dependable pitchers in baseball.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, it's a business, and like, you need guys that are going to perform well. We were in like that rebuild phase where, worked out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, is that there's plenty of teams out there. There's no reason that the Cincinnati Reds, who have two really good prospects in their rotation right now, shouldn't let them have the successes and failures at this level. There's no reason.
Are you talking about Lodolo and Green?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they will. They'll let them,
But that's what you were. You were the number one pitching prospect with the Nationals.
Yeah.
Right? So,
yeah, some time ago, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, is that why not? Let's let you. The Reds aren't winning anything this year. They're just not. Look at what they've done to their team. They've gutted it. Yeah. So if they're going to be successful, then they're going to be successful through the failures of those two kids. Fair?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay, good.
Successes and failures young in your career.
Yes.
So much to learn from.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like honestly, it's some of the most important times is that early period. I think it's where it separates a lot of guys.
Have you pitched at Dodger Stadium?
No.
Oh, you grew up a Dodger fan, didn't you? No.
Yeah, I didn't really grow up a baseball fan. No, I was a baseball fan. I was not like a team type of guy.
Got it.
Oh, like go Dodgers, go Yankees. Like, I didn't care.
Got it.
I liked watching the game. And then as I got like into my teens and I really focused on pitching, I liked watching pitchers.
Sure.
Yeah.
I get it. I would be remiss if I didn't wish your horse a late happy birthday.
Yeah. You know what? You guys said happy birthday to Lucas's horse. It's Ari's horse.
I knew that. Sorry.
I forgot to comment on the post.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
That's our fault. And what is the horse's name again?
Delicata.
But
like the squash. But we never really call her that. We don't call any of our pets by like their real names.
Well, what do you call her?
Jelly Bean.
How do we go from Delicata to Jelly Bean?
Ari can explain it better than I can. It started with Delicata, and then she would call her Deli, and then Deli turned into Jelly, and then Jelly turned into Jelly Bean.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the 6 degrees of separation with Kevin Bacon. It's close. I get it.
Yeah. Like Louis. We'll call Louis sometimes. Not the most. Not very often.
What do you call Louis?
Stinko.
Oh, come on. You cannot call your dog Stinko.
Oh, yeah. He has a lot of nicknames. He has a lot.
Fart a lot?
Not really, like normal amount, I'd say, for a dog.
So why do you call him Stinko?
One of the names.
Does he
Little
stink?
Boy?
What is that?
Little Boy. That's another name.
Okay.
All sorts of nicknames. We have a lot of nicknames.
Jeez, oh
We're very weird.
No, you're not weird. This is, you guys do you. I love it.
Scallop, our cat. We never really call her Scallop. We call her Squib.
Then why don't you just call her Squib?
We do call her Squib.
She's very confused right now. Doesn't know when to come. Scallop, Squib.
No, she does. She falls around Ari. She's like attached to Ari at the hip.
Yeah.
One more. Juice, our orange cat.
Yeah.
We call him mainly Jublin. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, I am I don't want to pry too much into your private life. I don't know if you guys want to have kids or not. Try and stick to one name for the kids. Okay. Like if that happens, you could have a nickname for a kid. Let's not do too many of them. They'll really get confused. It's hard enough having kids, you know? So
yeah, one day.
You can go with the occasional, hey, asshole. That's fine. But then multiple kids will come running. Thank you. I've got new categories on the wheel of moderately interesting things. Here we go. Feeling good. What is that? I think you might be good for this. Okay. What is the one beauty product you cannot go without? I mean, you've got to have a ton of them. You've got the beard you got to take care of. The hair always looks luscious. I imagine you smell good. What do we got?
I'm going to go with the Lay Right.
What is that?
It is a matte cream for your hair. It's like hair product.
Okay. Are you like you? I imagine. Can you throw a hat on and just roll out of the house?
Yeah, I do all the time.
Okay. All right.
I thought I'd like not look horrendous for my first appearance since spring training. You know.
It's perfectly fine. I actually did my hair today.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Me too.
No, I rarely shower for these things. You're fortunate. I did today. Feeling good. I'll tell you what I told Brault about my product.
What's yours?
I'm a cologne guy when I go out. My favorite cologne is called Sacred Wood. The wife knows when it's Sacred Wood time.
Yeah. Oh, I can only think of jokes that are like really bad. So
no, you just kind of let that one marinate. You don't really have to say anything after that. All right,
Sacred Wood.
I'm happy.
You have Sex Panther on the right, Sacred Wood on the left, Sex Panther on the right.
Which one do I go for? You know,
my brother is super into cologne.
Oh, cases?
Yeah, like he has a lot of them, and he watches like YouTube videos where they like review them and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What did he take his traveling screen back from Arizona to Los Angeles with him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good.
Yep. Back on the grind.
Was that nice for you guys to be together?
Yeah. We had a great time.
Awesome. That's really good.
Great time in West Phoenix.
Yeah. But he was a good dude. I enjoyed having him on that day. I hope he enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
He was really good. Good. All right, man. I want to see you back on the mound soon.
Me too.
Not again. Can you avoid the Guardians? Do you mind? Can you just do that for me?
Why?
Because it's very stressful for me when you are pitching against the Guardians. It is very, very stressful. Do you understand?
Why?
What do you mean, why? It's my favorite team going against one of my guys. It's very difficult.
I saw a meme yesterday that cracked me up. It was it was just like a screenshot of a tweet, and it was like, hold on, where's my phone? Men pick their favorite sports team when they're like 11 and let it make them upset for the rest of their life.
But it's so true. It's so true, except it's too late. I was fully indoctrinated by like 5. Seriously, my family, that's all we did was sports. That's it. I wish we were more well-rounded. I have very smart people in my family. I'm far and away the dumbest person. Far and away. It's not even close.
Definitely.
But I've got the coolest job. Thanks for agreeing on that. You haven't even met any of my siblings, but you would admit it.
Yeah, I think that's why I never became like a team type of fan, because like I don't want that kind of stress in my life, you know?
Yeah. But you understand, like I want Cleveland. I've never rooted against my team ever in anything.
Yeah,
so
I hope you root for the Guardians when I'm pitching to, like, you know, hit as many home runs off of me as possible.
I don't. Like, what I loved was the Bieber matchup last season. 0-0 through like 7 or 8, and then you get out of the game and we end up winning. Like, that was perfect for me.
Yeah.
But it was very stressful getting to that level.
That was a fun game.
Yeah. And by the way, you talked about tempo. Watch Bieber. Totally changed this year. Gets the ball back. It's like old Mark Burley. Gets it and go.
Are they using PitchCom or no?
I don't know. I'll have to talk to Austin Hedges, who's now a member of the Rose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No. You haven't asked him about it yet?
Well, because I didn't ask him
Is he the first catcher in the rotation here?
I know. Well, I think the time that I didn't know enough about it when I interviewed him, but he's due up soon, so I'm going to ask him about it.
Catcher is, man, the respect I have for that position.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh my God.
At this point, he has not gotten a hit this year. He's 0 for whatever. I don't know if it's 15, 16, whatever it is. And you have to let it wash away or you're no good. I can't imagine what that's like.
What do you mean you have to let?
Because your job is he was brought in because he's a defensive stud and calls a great game and steals pitches, and it's got to keep a young pitching staff in line. And so if he goes 0 for whatever, if you do that as a second baseman, you're pulling your hair out. But as a catcher, you have to just be like, all right, fuck it.
It's unbelievable how locked in the catcher has to be. Like for 9 innings, man. And then like the physical toll of 9 innings. It's an unbelievable position. I would never, ever, ever want to do that position or play that position.
Did you ever catch when you were in Little League?
Hell no. No. The preparation, like, oof, man. It's crazy. It's like the catcher has to do everything that like pitchers do. And then also work on receiving, blocking, all sorts of stuff that like no player has to worry about. And then work on hitting.
When you can't even hold a bat because you've been getting the ball fouled off your knuckles.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Nice gig. All right, man. Great catching up with you. And we'll check in a few weeks.
Yes, sir.
Get back out there, even if it is against my Guardians. I just want you back and playing. Okay?
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it.
Special shout out to the one and only Robbie Scirocco. He is the best in the biz. For Lucas Giolito, I am Chris Rose. We will see you next time on the Chris Rose Rotation, a production of John Boy Media.